Hey everyone, Mystic Matt here coming to you Sunday, February the 7th, 2021. This is going to be a general reading for the week beginning again today, Sunday, February 7th, all the way through next Saturday, February the 13th, right before Valentine's Day. So, a general overall reading of what we should be looking out for, what we should be working on in our work lives, in our relationships, in our finances. Again, this is just a general collective reading of where maybe we should be focusing on putting our energies into matters this upcoming week. Lots of changes, lots of things slowing down, speeding up with a Mercury retrograde. Things getting miscommunicated, blowing up. Again, sometimes, creating mountains out of molehills, but still situations that have to be dealt with in order for us to progress forward. All right, so what is the first card that we have been given? The one, the cups. Okay, so as we all know, the Ace of Chalices or the Ace of Cups represents, some emotional part of us. The source of the emotional life, pretty much, and our receptiveness, to things or from things. What we feel is abundant enough for us, whether it's the home, what we have, our property, our family, our careers. Again, it's all about the feelings, it's all emotions. It's also a time for metamorphosis, for a change, to fulfill certain aspects or affections in our lives that haven't quite feel that we haven't been fulfilled yet. It can bring, of course, however, inconsistency and coldness, a dissatisfaction. So you really have to look at, what you have in life, think things through, is this relationship really providing for me? Is it everything that I need? Do I have enough? Is it abundant enough? Or am I just being selfish? And not exactly selfish in a total narcissistic, negative way, but are you asking for too much? Are you not compromising? Are you not meeting the other person halfway? So again, it is going to be a week of being in one's emotions and feeling that sense of, okay, Valentine's, is coming up. What do I really have in life? Am I content with life? We're going to be experiencing all these different emotions through our thought processes because Mercury is in retrograde. So it's going to start, kind of taking us on a little roller coaster where things, whether something at work with a coworker or a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, partner, husband, wife, even our brothers and sisters and our cousins, nieces and nephews, we might feel that ride of a roller coaster up and down, and things happen from day to day, and our brain processes start to think. They start to develop these, I guess, links between events, and eventually it starts to affect our emotions. So again, try to keep more of a homebound state. Right now, we're also in that time of year where the taxes are being prepared financially. With the pandemic, a lot of us are still feeling the pinch, and the day-to-day grind of maybe some of us have a job or the ones don't have work, or some of us have had to switch occupations, because of the pandemic, or we've had to just go a different route within the company because, again, the pandemic is just restructuring, so many people's work lives, so many corporations, so many businesses that we're just having to go with the flow, and we may feel that we're at the mercy of the pandemic, or we're at the mercy of this company, or we're at the mercy, of the big picture, the man, because we have to work in order to pay our bills. We need to work to survive. Got to make money. So again, everything's going to be about thoughts, controlling our thoughts, but also using and focusing with our thoughts, and then reflecting within ourselves those emotions that those thoughts bring, and then you're able to go ahead and go forward in hopefully the best choice direction that you make. All right. So that is the first one, what we have to out for on the emotional state. What else do they have for us? The One of Swords. All right. So again, we've got the One of Swords. The swords, as we know, represent intellectual energy and rationality. Therefore, it's like what I was talking to you guys about before. Everything that our minds are going to be thinking about, all those thought processes, we're going to have to go ahead and work with that. So when we do feel something from our thought process, we're able to reflect on it first, and then, create our action. All the aspects that are associated with language are associated with the One of Swords. Okay? The word and the world of ideas, knowledge, communication, culture, and pretty much all direct consequences of the actions from this suit is, again, from this suit. Yellow, of course, we all know also that it pretty much identifies gold, the sun. The Ace of Swords represents a strong conquest, a force, genuine intelligence. This is penetrating and aggressive. It's very dynamic, the card. It's aligned with high ideals, but for this reason, it could easily become dark and sinister, bringing on excess, extreme behaviors, and violence. So again, it all ties in with the emotions. So we really have to control the thought processes. We think, and then we start to feel, and then we oftentimes react. So without thinking, we need to go ahead and start reacting or think before we react. Again, Valentine's is coming up. There's a lot of people out there who, you know who you are. This resonates with you, where you feel that you're comfortable getting what you want from, your partner, or that loved one, or maybe even a coworker. You're used to kind of like, what, I'm getting the easy street here. You know what? They kind of like, I've got them eating out of my hand. But be careful, because this is a Mercury retrograde, and things have a way of being shoved in your face. So you can go ahead and pretty much squash it or deal with it. So again, maybe that coworker or that loved one, that partner of yours, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, they'll be feeling that retrograde and say, you know what, enough is enough, and they may react in a negative manner, as opposed as in a positive way. So it's not just you being pulled with the Mercury retrograde. Everybody feels the Mercury retrograde, and not everybody thinks, feels, and then reacts after they've thought about it for a while. They haven't worked it out. Some people just kind of like, they don't know what the hell's going on. They'll just react. So they might bulldoze over you. You better just, again, take note. Be careful. Be on the lookout for people's emotions to be flaring because of the Mercury retrograde. And again, this is what the guides, these are what my ancestors, this is what, the cards are letting me know to tell you guys to look out for. Look out for your thought processes, and look out for your emotional ties to that as well. Let's pick out one last card. we look out for. Okay, a Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Pentacles. Pentacles again alone, we already know that they represent material energy. Um, they represent the concrete and physical world where our body can experience things through our senses. For this reason, these cards indicate questions that are often connected to business affairs, to money, to concrete things, to places where we live, and also to our health, to physical aspects or roles that we take on in this world. Green is the color that identifies these cards, and the feet and legs are corresponding parts of the body for this suit, for for all this. So um, already we know, again, we got to look out for our thoughts. They're going to be affecting our emotions. These are all, as we know, part of our senses as well, and we're going to be experiencing a lot of our senses are going to be heightened this week. So a lot of emotional roller coasters, a lot of highs and lows. Be aware of that. Okay, just be aware. Okay, guys. So the Knight of Pentacles. The knight brings with him a rapid and dynamic gain. Maybe again, this promotion, or there was an end to a certain type of occupation, a position, and you've had to change positions or occupations in the past couple of weeks. There's been change, maybe a new friendship or a new relationship, a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend. You've had change. Um, we all know that the Knight of Pentacles represents resistance as well as preserving. So that type of practical undertaking can kind of be a little bit, I don't know, kind of weary. Like you might have that coworker who, again, might be dynamic and very assured of himself or herself, but they're also, very strong-minded. They resist change, or they resist, going with the flow. They got to do their own thing, and or they have to question everything that the boss says. Um, that might cause, again, your mind to start going, thinking things about this individual, and then feeling things about that individual, where it'll affect you if you don't think before you react. So again, this may be a coworker you may have to be looking out for, or a partner. They can kind of be egocentric and seem like they're very unconcerned, like they really don't give a damn two rats nickels, about you. It's all about them, or at least they may come off like that. So they're not really concerned with anyone else's feelings. That's how they come across as. So you got to be on the lookout that there's going to be somebody at work, or maybe your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, partner, or your favorite cousin that you're always, have each other's back. There's going to be that moment where you're going to feel like you're getting the short end of the stick and being taken advantage of. And again, like I mentioned before, this week you're going to be all up in your thoughts, which are going to start affecting your feelings. You're going to be up in your feelings, but you're going to have to be careful not to react. Think before you react. And definitely showing me that someone in your life right now is probably going to push you over the edge, where you're going to have a couple of 2 cents of words to say to them. But you want to hold off. You want to be careful. Think before you speak. We're in the Mercury retrograde. You don't want to create any more bad energy around you. All right. So again, just take to heart, push in your direction, the direction you feel you need to go in. Be firm, be assertive, stand your ground, but be respectful, be nice, be tactful, don't step on any toes, and pretty much just take a breath. Just breathe in and breathe out. So this is Mystic Matt DeLeon giving you the overall general reading for the upcoming week of Sunday, February the 7th through Saturday, February the 13th. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook under Mystic Matt DeLeon for Instagram, Mystic Mateo for Twitter, and and Elements Realms for Twitter. I think I got that right. Wait, just one second. It's Mystic Mateo for Facebook, Mystic Matt DeLeon on Instagram, and Elements Realms for Twitter. There you go. So again, please follow me, like, subscribe, and I bless everyone. Have a great week. If you need a personal reading, you can go ahead and contact me, or you can go to my website, look at my merchandise and pricing for readings at www.elementsrealmsandbeyond.com.